to learn to be able to. You have to learn. You have to develop your cognitive ability, and one of those things, the ability to observe, to make comparisons, to analyze the whole thing. All right, you follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Good. So if you create a definition now, you see the whole thing in diffusion, it starts to spread, it starts to even out. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So instead of it staying in one area, it starts to spread. So various parts of the water now will have the solute in it. Make sense? And that's why when they put sugar into water, as it dissolves, the sugar particles start to spread, and then the color of the water basically change. It takes the color of the sugar. Isn't that so?
Yes.
Good. And then the more sugar there is, you see that the color start to darken to get much more sweeter. True?
Mm-hmm.
More concentrated. So you have to, science, begins with observation. Then it continues with a question. Make sense?
Yes.
So you have to observe. You have to know how to observe. Because if a client comes into your place, you must train your senses to so you can observe any quick um situation with that client. A client might come in and that's the face alone. That this client is stressed, and therefore you think the service that you can offer now to help this client de-stress. You talk to you might be surprised that the client never really come to get a massage, but the client is de-stressed. But you know that a particular service that you offer can help that client to have a different countenance at the end of the day because of the massage that you might give this person. You see what I'm saying now? So you have to learn, you have to develop, train the senses. Follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. Now, so diffusion, though, you would say is the movement of solutes from a high concentration to an area of low concentration. Good? Make sense?
Yes.
And the aim of that now is to form equilibrium, a balance of the solutes basically scattered within the solvent. You realize that it's scattered.
Yes.
Makes sense. All right. Okay. All right. So
It's
you are
scattered and then it become even out.
even
Just
out,
like
yes.
what you said in the
In the
when
second one, that
sugar in the water it's starts to dissolve and scatter and then become
mm,
one color.
exactly.
When it's even out,
It's even out.
dissolve and even.
All right. Good. No, it's diagram now. All right. The right. What's going on? All right. I want to record the information in this diagram quickly. All right.
Record.
Yeah, man. Write it down
Mm-hmm.
because this diagram does answer the question: distinguish between osmosis and diffusion. Give me a second there, please. Yeah, you finished writing now? Hello?
Yes, I'm not finished.
You not finished yet? You think you not finished, right? Oh.
Okay.
All right, good. All right,
What
so
is impermeable?
semi-permeable.
Yeah.
Do the same thing as saying partially permeable.
Uh,
All right. Now, as you can see, the distinction, let me tell the difference between the two. Now, what is in the center here is telling us the similarity. They both equalize the concentration of two solutions. That's what the both of them do. Does.
right.
However, the fusion by itself now, solvent and solute, as you can see, particles move to equalize the concentrations. That's the reason why you have diffusion and osmosis taking place. And the other difference between the diffusion and osmosis is that in diffusion, semi-permeable membranes are not involved, but while in osmosis, only solvent particles move, solute particles do not move, and the movement is through what a semi-permeable membrane. So if they ask you to to tell the difference between the two, then of course you're expected to write the information that is right here and also right here, but not this one. Is that clear?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let us proceed. All right. Now, this might be a little bit more challenging. I'm going to ask you to peruse this diagram. This is an annotated diagram now. You're going to peruse it now. So when they ask, when they say that, remember we look at description, how you can give a description. They say you can use words and drawings, a
Okay.
combination of words and drawings, and it is an annotated. As you can see, this is a drawing, and they tell us it's a normal blood cell, but it's annotated now by giving a brief information about it. It's a concentration of water inside the cell is the same as what? Outside. So here is equilibrium, true?
Mm-hmm.
Am I clear?
Yes.
In B now, water moves out of the cell during osmosis. So why? Because the concentration of water is less than the concentration of water in the cell. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
In C, during osmosis, water moves into the cell because what? There's less concentration of water in the cell than what? Outside of the cell. Make sense?
Okay.
All right. Now, now the question is then, why is it important to have osmosis? Will we always have osmosis taking place in our bodies? Will we? You think so?
Yes.
Why you think so?
Because all salutes and need to diffuse and
No man, you can't find that way. Hmm. Remember, say your body is always using up the water, don't it?
yes.
Good. So the cells will always lack water, or it has a low concentration of water. And furthermore, if you when you become thirsty, it means that the body has a low concentration of water. You agree?
Yes.
Good. And if that's why persons can die of thirst than die of food. You're quicker to die of thirst than die of food. You know that?
Right.
Mhm. So because what really happens is that when your body becomes dehydrated, the cells become dehydrated, and of course the cells will what die if they are dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
So osmosis now, when the body is experiencing osmosis, yeah, is when you start to drink water. So you realize that now when you don't need no more water and you become hydrated, is where the concentration of water is the same inside and outside of the cell, right? So
Yes.
so osmosis now will help out the cell because you normally have a reserve of water in your body. Make
Mm-hmm.
sense? All
Yeah.
right. Because remember, water now, is what makes up X percentage of the plasma. Make sense?
Yes.
And therefore, if that's the case, the water is a solvent. It will dissolve the glucose. It will dissolve the oxygen that your body needs. Good? Make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Wait, 1 second there. 1 second there. Um, if you uninstall Smart Security Windows Provider, Windows can will protect you. You can also install and maybe different antivirus program for a child. Alright, let me uninstall this device here. Alright, hold on there. I was trying to. Right?
You second group from us for 39, you see?
Yeah, yeah.
The younger I believe.
Those first are behind this, so that's why they put you guys together. But I want to build them back up already, you know? Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, now, continue now. Ready? I'm ready?
I am ready. Yeah.
Yeah. When it's about the importance of osmosis, if osmosis wasn't there, then you would not water moving. It wouldn't have water here. You follow? Right? So if water is not flowing inside it, then the cells automatically become dehydrated and you die. That's why osmosis is important in all living systems. Right? And diffusion, the same thing for diffusion. Now, we have to illustrate diffusion. Now, gases do not move. Gases are example of a solute, and the gases itself do not move. Then, of course, when you breathe, nothing will come in. And if you're not breathing, you won't get oxygen. If you don't get oxygen, you won't get energy. Because oxygen to oxidize glucose, you can get energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing for if you do respire and the carbon dioxide not coming out of the system, and the carbon dioxide not coming out of the system, then the same thing will occur, right? Because if carbon dioxide is over the system, we have then the carbon dioxide is gas, isn't it true?
See, so your body becomes person.
Exactly. So the fuel is important as well in your body. It causes the gases to move in and out. So
Yeah.
you all the fuel yes, we believe they all respire. So you all need oxygen and you all get carbon dioxide. Yes?
Right. And for the breathing carbon, that's
That's a big one. Right. I have to visualize your practice. So it's visual literacy. It's called visual literacy where you write from a picture and you draw from words. So I'm gonna let you guys content and practice visual literacy so you can improve how you get yourself as it relates to this subject. Is that clear?
yeah.
All right. So that's one of the problems I see with you guys expressing yourself as this subject. All right. Move on from here. All right. I want you to let us know analyze this chart. They will describe some words together. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Now tell me. Use your eyes and tell me what you see right there. Look where I'm pointing. Oh, hold on there. Hmm. Yeah, look where I'm pointing, right here. What is it right here?
Solutes.
All right, there are solutes.
Molecules.
Good. It's circles representing what? Solutes, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we see solutes, yes, a lot.
Wait, hold on. Circles represented by circles representing
Solutes.
solutes. Good. All right. What about on this side now?
Um, so solutes and
No, they are not solutes.
solvents,
No.
molecules.
Well, it's yeah. You could say they are solutes actually. You could say they are solutes. Yeah, they are solutes, but they are not actually solutes. The name of these, what is representing, is all called ions. The green
Okay.
squares representing ions. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Green squares representing ions. And then now, what do you think this is representing here? What it looks like to you?
The yellow thing,
Yeah, this yellow thing, what it looks like to you? Yeah.
it's mostly energy.
Energy. All right. So representing energy. So it will be the zigzag arrow representing energy. So where does energy comes from?
It's coming from the sun.
No.
Energy is coming from the oxygen.
No. That's the last lesson we want to do. Which process? What's the name of the process? The last topic that you guys did before we start this lesson. Respiration.
Respiration.
Hmm. All right. Good. So now you have that so far, right?
Right.
Right. So now we're going to put in some little terminology now. 'Cause remember, so we're going to define active transport. That's what we want to define first. This is low concentration, right?
Uh-huh.
And then this side over here says what now?
High concentration.
All right. And then this arrow from. Okay. So say we can define active transport from using the picture.
Active transport. So it's of iron,
Mm-hmm.
movements of iron
Mm-hmm.
from one part of the
No,
body.
no. Since you put the word here.
Okay, the movements of iron from low concentration
Mm-hmm.
to higher concentration
Yes.
in with that provide energy
No, with the use of what?
with
Energy
with the use of energy
from respiration.
from respiration. So it's the movements of iron from a lower concentration to a higher concentration with the use of energy
From respiration.
from respiration.
Exactly.
That is the definition of active transport.
Active transport, yes. So, but wait now, when you compare active transport and diffusion now, what can you say when you compare them?
Well, it's the reverse.
Ah, very good. Very good. So that is what that word is what is missing now. So active transport is the reverse of what? Diffusion, where ions move from low concentration to
I
higher
can.
concentration. Simple. So you see it now? Make sense here now?
Yeah.
Good. So this the picture thing will work for your class. All right. So what I'm going to want you guys to do is to give me more diagrams than sentences in your answers. That way you're using up the information. So for you to draw a picture of what you read, you have to know what it is. It's not so.
Yeah.
Good. So we're going to exercise a lot of visual literacy in this class. All right. So that is that for tonight. Sorry for this morning. Um, when you guys come back together, we'll be looking further on some others, the other 7 objectives. But what comes after this is a little passage that I want you guys to work on. So in the next class, after we run through the assignment, or if you do well on the assignment, they will just start with this part of the class first, and they will look at the answers to the questions that you guys did for your next assignment that will be coming later this evening. All right?
Okay. So you're gonna give us an assignment based on this topic.
No, we're going to give you an assignment. Well, yes, you're going to assignment based on this topic as well. But when I'm finished with um section, I'll give you an assignment based on it. But remember, you have 2 more videos for section B of the syllabus.
So
So,
we're gonna get those videos this time.
yes. What I told you,
Yeah.
that I'm doing that.